everyone. Good morning, and welcome to an early morning episode of Bob Plays Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts on Legendary difficulty. I'm Bob the Orc, and sorry I couldn't play yesterday. I was too tired after work. I just fell asleep. So we will be having an early morning episode 7, where we will be fighting the British before work. I don't know how much time I'm going to have to play today, because I do have an early morning call that I have to take, but I don't know what time they're going to be calling. So we will do the best that we can. And so here we go. Hopefully my microphone sounds okay. Feels a little bit, not sure how my audio, I'm always worried about my audio. Especially because it doesn't always, I'm using a cheap headset, let's just be real. I'm using a cheap headset. Alright, so here's what we got going on. Everybody but Britain likes us, kind of, but since it's a speed run, we're eventually going to have to conquer everyone else. Which means we're going to have to probably take on France and Germany, because they're the two big ones. Italy I'm not so worried about. Now, because they are bordering me, I do have to worry about their army. And we were able to very successfully crush the British logistics very fast, so with our torpedo boats. So what we're going to do is with our available... I was thinking of building some more of these destroyers. I'm a little bit nervous because the destroyer looks a little bit janky. I'm not seeing my pile of guns on it. It's expensive and it has a lot of crew. Use 76 crew. So I'm going to build these torpedo boats because these things have been just awesome. They're cheap, and they only use like 12 crew. And they're cheap. So let's go build a bunch of these. We've got about 4,000 tons of ships that we can build. Let's see. So we have, we can build 15. No, that's too many. We can build 14. Put me at 18,600 tons, so yeah, we can do that. So we have up to T30. So, we're going to go T31, T32, and I think torpedo boats are a great way to smash the enemy commerce. Maybe not quite how you're supposed to use them, although I don't recall there being any instructions on how you have to use your ships. But I think smashing the enemy economy is historically the best way to win a war. Because everything comes down to economics eventually. Maybe it's because my dad was an economics professor, so I'm biased. T40, whoops. I skipped one there. T41. T42. You know what I might do? Is I might start naming my ships, like all my minor ships, with just designations like this. Just so it's easier for me to keep track of who needs to get repaired and what. So let's think about it. I'm going to need probably like 7 ships up here to go deal with France and Germany. Another 1, 2, 3, 4... Put like 7 inside the Pacific, the Mediterranean. And I can deal with these guys using other assets when the time comes where I can just build more. So, let's go ahead and put 7 in Antwerp. Actually, I'm going to put them in La Carina. Put 7 in La Carina and 7 in the Balearic Islands. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You guys are going to go into... Is it northern Spain? Yeah, here we go. Northern Spain, La Carina. And... actually, Valencia might be easier to find. Just stick him here. And then I can move him later. There we go. So that will get them dealt with in like 6 turns, a little faster than building the destroyers, and I am nervous about this ship. I guess it does have all of its guns. Yeah, so I think a lot of just building the right tool for the job. Alright, so we don't have any specific thing going on. We're still conquesting Mexico. We want to take these guys out quickly so that they don't become a problem later. And then we'll start. We're invading England up here. And then we'll probably also grab Western England. Or Ireland. We'll just start grabbing up some of this stuff. So I think that's the plan. We want to knock out their main area. And then once we have the British Isles relatively subjugated, then we'll start nailing France while we clean up the rest of the British stuff. I don't really want to fight all this stuff because there's not a whole lot of benefit for it. But I probably ought to. These are cadets. Maximum bulkheads. Pretty decent guns. I've got... You guys are trained veterans. I mean, I can probably take these guys out. Probably just ought to. Otherwise I'll have to deal with them later. Yeah, let's go fight them. I really want to just withdraw. But I think I have enough of an advantage over them. I think I can do it. And this game would be a little boring if I don't fight something. The problem, though, since it's a speed run, if my ships get damaged, then I have to spend a month or 2 repairing, and that slows me down by a couple turns. Alright, so we know they're somewhere over this way based on what I saw getting started. This guy here is my lead ship. I could do some weird screening stuff. What I'm going to do, I'm going to have these guys follow, get in line with him, and you get in line with them. Let's have you guys all turn to the side here. Now this might be a big problem. I'd like to do a single battle line, but this may not work out so well. Because they are closer, I probably should have done a double. I probably should have had the cruisers separate. But this is my best spotting ship, so I want him up front. And these guys are designed for killing cruisers. And light cruisers. These are for killing smaller ships, so... Yeah, these guys are just up ahead that way, so we're going to start heading like that. So I want to hit these guys from an oblique angle. I don't want a direct confrontation. Because even though we probably have the advantage in firepower, and we certainly have the advantage in numbers, my goal is still to minimize losses. Those are tier 1 or Mark 1 guns. Yeah, those are not great. Oh my god, the armor is shit. Look at that. The armor is absolute shit. He's got maximum bulkheads. No, standard bulkheads. That's interesting. What about this other one? Standard bulkheads. The second one has good armor. And the second one has still has Mark 1 So the Royal Sovereign has Mark 1 11.5-inch guns. So Mark 1, 1 kilometer torpedoes, but the Empress of India has shit guns. So I want you guys to all kick his ass. And maybe we can do a lot of damage before he gets hidden by smoke. Okay, let's see what this guy has. So this little cruiser here might be a cruiser 2. Maximum and good arm. This guy's Mark 1 guns still. Mark 2's on the secondaries. 3-kilometer torpedo. So this guy's, that guy's a little bit of a problem. So let's try and angle away. All right, let's get secondaries on the destroyer, and everything else I'll just let do what they're gonna do. That's the Empress of India there. So I would like to put the primary guns on you, but this guy's a little bit of a danger right now, so. He's got a torpedo range of 4 kilometers. That's a little scary. But he's going to get sunk quick because he ventured in by himself. Okay. Let's start turning around. Because while they're all coming this way to parallel me, I want to get secondaries on the torpedo boat. I want to double away from them. They've got 2 torpedo boats, 5-kilometer torpedoes. Look at that. That's going to be problematic. So we're going to go with kind of my normal practice of taking out the light ships first if we can. And there's a torpedo boat back there who is injured. So let's go put our secondaries on you. We're going to circle around away from their escort ships. And hopefully to minimize my torpedo throw. I kind of like having my cruisers in the middle. Let's get secondaries on Mr. Torpedo Boat, please. Except that we lost sight of him again. Just circling the wagons here. He doesn't actually have a lot of ships, so we're going to go finish these off actually. Yeah, I sort of forgot just how big my numerical advantage was. And we've taken out his torpedoes. He has no torpedoes. So we're doing okay because we've taken out all their torpedoes. What kind of armor do you have? You've got actually pretty good armor. 3.2. Your forebelt and aft belt is bigger than your main belt. That's weird. quick, though. Standard bulkheads, yeah. So he'll be squishier than the armored cruiser. Let's go put the main guns on the armored cruiser. We'll let the secondaries finish this guy off. And that should be... yeah, down he goes. Knots. He's going pretty quick, actually. He's got a lot of fire, though. Look at all that fire. Alright, we'll just let the ships do their thing. Guess a couple ships are firing at the battleship. Yeah, he's in trouble. Alright, so once this guy... yeah, this guy's pretty hosed now. Alright, so we're going to change this up. So, Empress of India, is that you? Yep. Put main guns on you. And secondary guns on you. 'Cause I think my secondaries can finish him off, especially with all that. Maybe they can't. This may have been a bad decision. Fire's still getting him. Here's what we're going to do. The cruisers. We're going to have just you guys fire your main guns at him. And that should take care of him. I think his crew gonna burn to death anyway. Alright, let's go in and get these guys. I probably should have just had everything focus them down. Let's fire high explosive for now. I will save the armor piercing for when I get a little bit closer. So far I haven't taken a lot of damage, which is good. And I've got enough of a numerical advantage that I should be in good shape. It's a Royal Sovereign. Now the Empress of India has really bad... Here's what we're gonna do. Let's go secondaries on you. Because my secondary should be able to shred the Empress of India. Because you just sort of skipped armor day. 3 and 6. Yeah, okay. I guess they want to fire everything at Empress of India now. That's fine. We're just going to tear this up with your damage and stability, please. Damage and stability is pretty good. Yeah, so she's gonna go down pretty quick. And now we'll get the Royal Sovereign. The Royal Sovereign has okay armor. Actually, has pretty good armor, all things considered. Especially given it's probably an older ship. Fortunately, I have an abundance of firepower. That seems to be taking care of this. Sinking British ships while drinking tea. Lovely. There's some nuance in there that I'm probably missing. Let's go put the main guns on armor piercing and see how if you guys do better. Getting close. You know, one of the difficulties that I'm going to have is that my ships are primarily designed to kill smaller ships, so I don't have really, really big guns for taking out battleships. You know, with my basic strategy being if I wipe out all the small ships and I can overwhelm the battleships, even though I'm largely just using cruiser-scaled guns. And that seems to work. Alright. I'm going to take a brief break, and I'll be right back here in just a minute. So I'll be right back. I am back. Let's see how we did. So, we'll kill these transports. Boop. And we're going to run away from you guys. This might be a problem. Now, these guys go 28 knots, so I'm faster than they are. So as long as we don't spawn close, I should be alright. Now part of the problem is my torpedo boats are super inefficient. Because they've got, let's face it, kind of crappy engines. These are just using the basic steam engines, but they're cheap. Did I mention how cheap they are? They are super cheap. At some point I'll refit them but because these just have the starter level torpedoes. But that's okay. Yeah, these guys kind of accelerate pretty slowly because they're bad efficiency. But hopefully it's enough for them to get away. So how's everybody doing? I guess we don't have a lot of live people watching, so it's going to mostly be people watching me, watching the recording later. So I hope everybody's doing okay when you're watching the video. I appreciate everybody enjoying my relaxation with me. Alright, here we go. I'm going to run away from you also, thank you. And we encountered a big battleship fleet. So let's go save this. Let's think about what we want to do here. So I've got a lot of I've got my main battleships and my assault ships against. That's a lot of fucking enemy battleships. I really don't want to fight this because that's like all of your ships together plus all of your torpedo boats. These guys are going to be such a pain. So that is a lot of fucking torpedo boats. These light cruisers, 23. This is the majority of their fleet. That's 7 battleships. And these are reasonable battleships. So how do we want to do this? These are Reconquistas. Now their battleships are slower than mine, 16 plus knots. Their cruisers, 18 knots for the heavies, lights are 20. So I could do a kiting battle. I mean, it's what I'd have to do, realistically. I would have to do some sort of a kiting battle with a number of smaller, more maneuverable divisions. And I've got these guys, 19.1 knots. So these are all about the same speed. So I've got 3 Reconquistas. I've got a lot of 9-inch guns. The problem is you guys have so many. Well, that has few bulkheads. So these British cruisers should pop pretty quick. These are standard bulkheads. And my crews are more experienced than theirs are, so this might be the opportunity for a decisive battle. Alright, we're going to go for it, I think. So, torpedo boats are still going to be a problem. So how I organize this is going to be a little bit important. I think I'm going to do 3 groups of battleships with one of the Reconquistas leading each group. And then my cruiser specifically hunting the torpedo boats. And it's going to be, hopefully I start far enough away. Alright, we did. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We're just going to group everybody up like this. And so we've got 11, we got 14 ships total. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break these 3 away. Do 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two. Now these guys are probably, they may not all be it occurred to me that they may not all be so the enemy's going to be straight ahead. I want you guys to follow them and follow them and have you screen them. Have you guys kind of turn, and hopefully we can sort this out pretty okay. All right, so the trick is going to be, can we let's see what you guys have. It's another Emperor of India, and you're squishy. Can't see the others. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to do this. And you guys, I want you to keep a very heavy distance until we figure out where the torpedo boats and stuff are coming from. Now that we can see all of you guys, oh, you're low on fuel. Oh, that might be a big deal. This might be great if they're low on fuel. He's got crappy armor. So these battleships all have crappy armor. Alright, so these guys are not that scary. Let's go high explosive on the main guns for now, though. Go save the armor-piercing shots for Let's just do high explosives on everything. So I want to save the armor piercing for tougher targets. You guys, get a little bit of distance. What we hit? And we hit. Now these guys might actually be low on fuel to the point where their torpedo boats are not much of a threat. There's a torpedo boat we took out. Because if they're low on fuel, then we can kite and destroy their torpedo boats quite easily also. And that would be glorious. You know, one of the big kickers in this game is to hit ships when they're low on fuel. Alright, so we got Lord Nelson, which you are also bad. The Duncan is bad. And the Barham, I don't know. But it looks like their ships are bad. Now, will I have enough ammo to take advantage of this? Well, I mean, one of their battleships is down. A lot of my ships are very low on ammo, aren't they? So this may be a problem because I'm missing a lot of main gun ammo, which I did not realize. So this is not going to be a very long-lived battle. We'll just go auto on these guys because we're not gonna stick around for the whole thing. torpedo boats are low on fuel, which is glorious. I mean, I might have enough secondary ammo to take these guys out since they're low on fuel, but it's really hard to say. I did not realize I was in such a vulnerable position. I mean, we're hitting a lot of stuff, whatever's going on, so I'm not going to complain. I just have to be careful because I don't want to run out of ammo and be screwed. Let's make sure you guys all shoot that torpedo boat. Let's try that. Let's go firing into the clusters is another advantageous way to take out ships because the shot's got to land someplace. And if the shot misses, it's going to land somewhere, and if there's a bunch of ships all clustered around, maybe you'll get lucky. No, this would be a lot better if I had main gun ammo for my ships. We got some 5-inch and yeah, we are running really critically low on ammunition. I don't know if I have enough. I could probably sink another battleship. We're just so critically low on ammunition right now. But I know this is 2 groups of battleships here. want to try and milk it for whatever it's worth. I've got plenty of secondary ammo. Let's have you guys fire into there. Just fire everything into the sky. I think it's probably time to leave. It's probably time to leave a long time ago, actually. In fact, I don't know how much more well, I mean, I've got all these secondary guns that can conceivably do pretty good damage. These guys have bad armor, so, I mean, you never know. I'd be a lot more confident if I had main gun ammunition. These guys are all empty. Well, I think another one at least. Alright, so let's put secondary guns into you, and you. Just go fire all that stuff into there, see if we can get a bunch of numbers and take something out. I can probably... I've got enough secondaries. I can probably take these guys out with the 2.9s. I mean, my lack of ammo versus their lack of fuel, which is going to be the better advantage. I think I need to just punish them as best as I can while I still have... I'm going to turn off their main guns because I gotta save what little ammo I have left for battleships or something. Now these guys are kind of clustered around. And if we just continue firing into clusters, we should continue getting good results. Battleship over here. You are also a badly armored battleship. We can go take you out eventually. We'll just work our way over to you. What's the range on your torpedoes? Short range, okay. Oh, I got flooded a little bit, didn't I? That's not good. Are these torpedo boats low on fuel? Yeah, they are. Let's have you guys start shooting at torpedo boats if you could, please. What's the range on these guys' torpedoes? They have a range of not very much. These guys are in trouble. fine. Go 2.9s. I mean, all this damage would be 2.9s because I didn't have any ammo for the main guns. But if these torpedo boats are low on fuel, then I can't let this opportunity pass me by. We'll take you out if we can. Gotta take out these torpedo boats while we have the chance. The Perseus, oh, that's a good name. Good thing I have all this ammo. Good thing I have all this secondary ammo. Yeah, really good thing they're low on fuel, otherwise I'd be getting swarmed. Hey, Rod. This is going to be a hilarious battle, especially since I'm coming out on top. I'm actually doing surprisingly well. What the heck just happened? Was that a torpedo sound? That sounded like a torpedo. But I'm not close enough for their torpedoes. So I shouldn't have to... Yeah, I'm going to probably go to work early today, I think. I'm waiting for a call, but the call hasn't come through yet. So I'm just kind of taking it easy. Although I may have to leave on short notice. That seems to be... This is going surprisingly well, actually. And I could try turning around. My light cruisers are getting a little bit closer than well, they're not really light cruisers, they're my small heavy cruisers, but I think my small heavy cruisers are getting a little closer than I'd like. Let's turn you guys around. I'd like to finish this cluster off. And we'll have... Actually... I should probably have the main guns fire at him. And just go in for a close drive-by like that. I'm just going to let the battleships do their thing. Alright, so we got this light cruiser. Let's go get him. Probably don't want to actually be that close, but now we got one of them. There's a torpedo boat over there, so as soon as we sink this guy, we're gonna go for that torpedo boat. Holy crap, did we sink both of those? We did. Holy crap. I got one ammo left, so this doesn't... ammo doesn't matter anymore at this point. You. I'm going after that torpedo boat. This may work out alright. Oops, you got hit. I don't really want you to take it. Oh, I don't want to fight a battleship. No, don't turn into them. Alright, so you guys are going to be heading this way. Really don't want you guys taking too much damage. I am starting to run low on ammunition, or my secondaries also. So I don't know if I have enough to take him out. I also don't know if I want to get this close to these guys. Let's start putting a little bit of distance. Now this guy's just about done. So ouch. If I just keep up the fire, we're gonna burn him out of troops. Yeah, so he just surrendered. So now all I really have left are these side guns, which I do have a lot. Alright, so you guys need to go hunt those torpedo boats. Yeah, when this is all said and done, this will be a major victory. I'm actually quite amazed. Actually, this is going well. Yeah, today's gonna be kind of a pain at work. Alright, so that sank. I think we're gonna win this, like, completely with secondaries. It's gonna be glorious. Actually, no, I don't want to get... I'm gonna go look in this gap here. I need to pee really bad, guys. I will be right back. I'm sorry, I drank too much tea. Give me just a minute. I am back and feeling much better. Yeah, we're going to go into here looking for any remaining torpedo boats. And we got some armor-piercing shots left. I've got some 2.9. Yeah, all these are just armor-piercing shots. So, I really don't have a lot left over. There is a torpedo boat that we found. Look at that. That's good. What's your torpedo? Your torpedo range is small. So we're going to go get him. That should be the last torpedo boat, maybe? Alright. And you guys... He's got a lot of stuff left. But maybe I can do enough damage to finish these guys off with... Well, time's running out, so you know what? That's okay with me. We're just going to do as much damage as we can until time runs out. And then maybe we'll get more ammo for later. Except I do not want to get so close so I get nailed. I definitely do not want to be hit by that stuff. 17 minutes left. Might as well just go on in. I mean, 10% to hit. And we're doing some damage to him. So this is going to turn out to be a major victory. Yeah. Nice. We got him. Oh, he's following him. Oh, I see how this ended up working out. Alright, that's fine. Got 9 more minutes. So we'll see what damage we can do in 9 minutes. Not really sure what that'll amount to. Yeah, if we can just nail their armor is so bad in most of their areas, if we can just nail their main sections. Might be able to get him. I don't know, 3 minutes is going to be tight. gotta have penalties to his, yeah, his damage and stability is really harsh. I don't know if I can sink him in time. I don't think I can. Maybe, but I don't know. I think he's gonna save. I think he's gonna be saved by the bell. He is saved by the bell. He sank 41 ships. I only lost 118 guys. Look at that. Holy crap. This was a huge victory, especially for me not having any ammo. Oh my goodness, that's amazing. That was amazing. Look at all this transport sunk. Alright. Greece got northern Greece back. That's good. Alright. We're doing kind of alright. We're doing alright there. I probably could build another torpedo boat, but I think we're good. Let's see how this is going along. We got 100%, 100%, 100%, so that's all good. The British just got smushed. I mean, they just got completely smushed. These guys are stuck in the middle of the ocean, but I don't want to fight them yet. Oh, this is one unit. Oh. Oh, you're one unit. That's really nice. I think we're going to leave you as one unit. So, I'll go figure them out here in a minute. I think what I want to do is invade Northeast England. That's a lot. Eastern England. Wales is 15,000. Let's get Wales while we're at it. Yeah. And you guys are going to move over to probably here. Okay. You guys need ammo bad. And repairs and everything, probably. Well, you guys are doing fine. Oh, these are the assaltantes. Oh. That's a very small port. That is a reasonable port. Let's have these guys need a they're just completely out of ammo. Let's go there. Let's have you guys go back here. That's all looking good. Now, as far as in the South Pacific, I got 4 torpedo boats that are doing torpedo boat things. Where are my 6 battleships in the North Atlantic? Not there. Right there, I got you guys. And you guys are all in good shape. I could try to hit you. That right there is terrifying. 62 destroyers, holy crap. I'd like to hit one of their... I don't even know where I'm going to hit them. I definitely do not want to fight these guys. These guys are... son of a bitch. Alright, we're going to need some help up there, I think. I'm not looking forward to that at all. Alright, so we're going to go up here. Oh, we're repairing this guy still, so we'll give it a turn. How are you guys doing on ammunition? You're doing good. I'm super nervous about that. Let's go save just in case, because I'm very nervous about all those destroyers. That's just a big blob of destroyers. Yeah, we have money, but we don't want to give to the Germans. That's what I was afraid of. That is 62 destroyers. I don't know how I'm going to fight that. The rifleman class, how appropriate. They've got 2 5-inch guns and a bunch of torpedoes. Alright, well... So the plan is simple. I'm going to run away. And if they chase me, I will shoot whatever I can and try not to die. But this could go very badly. That is so many destroyers. Oh my god. Maybe I'll be lucky and they'll be low on fuel. I mean, if they're low on fuel, I could take a bunch of them out. What a giant mess. Alright, so we're going to run away. I probably should have run away in 2 groups of 4 now that I think about it. I don't know how I'm going to whittle those guys down. They have few bulkheads. So any reasonable hit would hurt them. But there's just so many of them, I don't want to mess with them. But if I can kite them around, then that won't be so bad. There's so many destroyers. Got Northwest next. Alright, so they're going after the Canary Islands. They don't have anybody here. And you got these guys still stuck out there. That's an Imperador. I could try to fight these guys. I mean, it's got... Though their heavy cruisers are not good ships. They might be low on fuel. Their battleships suck. Unless these are better battleships. I've got a lot of cruisers, so if I were to... He's got nothing there. If I were to attack him with this... So I've got 13 heavy cruisers. Yeah, I think I could... What do we got going on up here? What an odd area for naval invasion. Alright, so you're going to go here to overlap. And I need an extra 30,000 tons. 40,000 really. But I've got all these guys here to do it with. I do not want to fight all those fucking destroyers, though. Let's see, that's 3,200 crew. That's not enough. I'll have enough there. Got... You know what? I should be able to. Let's do that. My army's got off his butt. That's good. So I've got 36 and he's got a 3, so that's good. I need to drop 130,000 tons. Alright, so first off, all of my cruisers and torpedo boats and everything, you guys are gonna all... I can't suspend you all, can I? Oh, because he's already suspended. So suspend all that. And I need to drop another 30,000 or 25,000. That's close. There we go. We're at minus 60,000. Holy shit. How are we researching? Researching is just coming along. drop you down to 30%. Alright, that's not bad. So it'll take a turn of just kind of sorting this out. Alright, it's 8 o'clock. I've only been playing for an hour and a half, but do I want another major battle? Because I'm probably going to get into one. See, that's coming along. Let's make sure you're going well. Make sure you're going well, so you guys are doing good. These guys, I don't know where I'm going to put them. Because these guys were originally up in San Diego. They need to be repaired. So, let's go send you in for some repairs. Since you're not really necessary right now. Colombia, who's teamed up with Colombia? That's Germany. We don't care about them. Greece is still my loyal ally. Alright, go Greece. And that's going pretty well. I mean, I could start munching some of these. Actually, instead of sending you guys out, since I don't want to invade any more England stuff yet, because this is going to be a bit of a bother, let's have you guys come down here and we'll just get Guatemala. That'll be fine. That's looking good there. Over here's fine. You don't have anybody. You guys are leaving the Pacific alone, which is really nice of you, and I appreciate that a lot. We just leave those guys to be just chilling for now. Or I could grab North Borneo. Guys, it's only 38,000 tons. But I could stick you guys over here. Start grabbing these guys. Or start an assault of Singapore and melee. That's actually probably the better idea. And then let you guys just repair. That's what we're gonna do. Alright. I've got my plan. Because Singapore's more important. Let's see how this is going to work out, because you are not as fast as me. That's good. Alright, I think we're going to do this big battle here. These guys have few bulkheads, so we're gonna do this. before we do, let me stretch my legs. It's probably going to be a bit of a fight. And I will be right back again. Alright, I am back. Let's do this fight. So the plan is we're going to try and take out the torpedo boats and heavy cruisers first, since they should be the squishiest. We're going to hope that they're out of gas. You started far away, which is good. And you are going to detach. You guys are going to group up with a single battleship, so that should now put you in the front. And then you guys are going to go follow behind. And most of the battleships are, we're going to go this way. And actually, my cruisers were going to detach as well, because otherwise it's going to take longer to get them sorted out. Shit. And they found us while we were still organizing, which is super annoying. Alright, let's go check out this battleship. Does he suck? He does not. That is a better battleship, so that's a problem. Alright, so his battleship does not suck as much as the previous ones did. But I kind of want to do is just kind of get out of the way for now. Let's have you guys stick with high explosive for your main shots. Let's start angling away, because we're going to be dealing with swarms of torpedo boats soon enough that I don't want to deal with. Out of curiosity, are you guys low on fuel? You are not. You have plenty of fuel, which is also not really what I wanted to have happen. Alright, so we want to be, so we're kind of going a little bit away. Alright, I want the main guns to keep firing at you, and I want secondary guns on the torpedo boats, please. And these guys are also not low on fuel. But if we can keep our guys firing at torpedo boats while we are moving generally away from them, we can at least whittle them down a little bit. Even if we don't turn this into a decisive battle, we can kind of whittle them down. These torpedo boats have a torpedo range of not very long, and also not very long. And the light cruisers, they're not super dangerous either. Alright, so if nothing else, we can just keep kiting away and getting whatever kills we can. And we should be able to take out a bunch of the torpedo boats as we go. .7 knots. 18.6. Alright, so this is... go angle in just a little bit. You guys are angling in just a little bit. This isn't so bad. So I think the main guns should fire at light cruisers and have the secondary guns keep firing at torpedo boats. And have your secondary guns keep firing at torpedo boats. And your main guns at the cruisers also. There we go. So this will hopefully help us. No, 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 you dumbass. Don't. It's my fault for not pausing it. Oh, is he low on fuel? He's not much of a threat then. Here, go fire your secondaries at him. I would like to get some more torpedo boat hits, if we could, please. And then my cruiser's just gonna nail whatever they can. I'll just let these guys shoot at whatever they want to shoot at for now. Those cruisers are probably a bigger threat than the torpedo boats right now because they're closer. Although with me kiting them away, they're chasing the battleships and my cruisers are getting free shots. This is actually tactically a really nice situation. Kind of angle in a little, we'll sort of circle around a bit. Don't really want to get too close. Yeah, a lot of these guys are cadets. Trained. Yeah, well, they're shooting a lot and they're all shooting in the correct direction, so that's at least something. So I'm not going to worry about my cruisers too much. They're doing all right. Let's take out another torpedo boat if we could. might be able to whittle these guys all down. I mean, this is going pretty well. For some reason they don't seem to be catching up on me very easily. Alright, so secondary's on you, primary's on you. Now these battleships, you've got good armor. You've got crap. Third one has crap. And the fourth one is crap. So it's only the first battleship that's any good. So secondaries go after the one that's crap. And primaries go after the guy who's a little bit tough. Let's see how that works out. They should be able to do a lot of damage. These guys are out of position. I'm doing all right on ammo. So if I can check out a heavy cruiser. I don't know who. One of the guys in the back, I suppose. Alright, well. So their battleships are having a bad day because their armor sucks. Hopefully my guys can take care of it. You, however, you took a hit, and I think it is time for you to go home. Because we don't want you to get yourself into trouble. Everybody really wants to shoot these battleships, don't they? How are you doing? Are you low on? You are low on fuel. Alright, so we're gonna... turn the cruisers around in a minute. That's probably their good battleship. Let's wait for this to catch up a bit. No, that's not their good battleship. Let's go take this guy out. And then you guys... We're going to turn around. It'd be nice if we could hit him. Hit him a little bit. So we've got this cluster of cruisers here, which I should probably deal with. That's most of them. We've got probably these two guys by themselves over there. That I should probably... Well, I need to protect this guy, otherwise they're going to get swarmed. Story of you. 16 knots. I've got to go after the majority of ships. I can't just send... So this guy's to the south-southwest. we're gonna have you guys circle down that way. We're not super worried about how fast are you guys going. Not that fast. Let's attach you. And you guys... are gonna go after this dude. How are you? I mean, you're doing all right. I just need to get you out of there for a little while. Alright, this is working out alright. Almost 9 o'clock. These are really... I'm really happy with these patrol cruisers. These have been really good. And for just a small little... effectively a light cruiser, although in a practical sense not quite. Should probably turn these guys more like that. You're over there. You're over there. so these torpedo boats, these guys are all clustered up there. That's probably the last one over there. So we're gonna have you guys double back to deal with them. You guys gonna turn to go deal with these guys. Let's put secondaries on. What's your range in your torpedoes? Not very big. So I think we're gonna go this way. I want you guys to go more like that. Yeah. Let's get secondaries on that torpedo boat just to make sure. Luck, my battleship's a nice little spotting tower. Find something. Although these guys have been great. They're just ripping those up. There's probably a couple. Oh, so there. I think that's the straggler that I was looking for, but I'm not sure. So let's have you go this way, just in case. I want to let's just go finish this guy off. Got him. You guys are going after these other two. Yeah, he's getting tore up pretty good. Alright, so guys go after them. There are probably two more guys out there somewhere, and I don't know where they are. So let's have you guys are going to go off this way and go looking. Because finding some stray ships in the middle of the North Atlantic is not going to be the easiest thing in the world. And these may be the last two ships. I don't know. Last one ship. Guess we'll find out soon enough. So, a lot of fires. 243,000 damage and fires. This picric acid's doing a good job. Say patrol. Did they use one of my names? Did he use one of my names? It's, he didn't build it right for making a patrol ship. But it's a little. Alright, we'll go get him. Alright, so this guy's gonna be down pretty quick. And we don't know about these two mysterious ships right here. I don't know if they exist, or if they're sunk, or what's going on with them. I guess that was the last ship. That's good. So we did get them all. 52 ships, holy crap. We have decimated the British. Well, decimated is where you kill 10%. We have annihilated the British fleet. They're in so much trouble. Alright, this is a fight I am not looking forward to. So I'm going to go stretch my legs for a bit, take a quick break, and I'm going to decide if I want to fight this one or if I want to just go to work and do this when I get back. It's already 9 o'clock, so give me just a bit and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. So, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and go to work, because this is 62 destroyers. This has the potential to go This has the potential to go long. So I'm going to save everything, and we'll resume here either after work if I don't do Mech Warrior, or sometime over the weekend. So I'm going to go ahead and be responsible and go into work a little bit early, because I still have to get that phone call done. So guys, thanks for watching. Hope everybody had a good time, and I will see everybody hopefully tonight. Thank you and goodbye.